Have you ever asked yourself, how am I really doing? What if you started to track your daily reflections? And I'm not just talking about your work, but how it shapes both your wellness and purpose. This series does exactly that. At the start of the day, I outline everything I want to accomplish that day, and then at the end of the day, reflect on what was accomplished, talk about any obstacles that were in the way, and how it aligned with my bigger visions and goals. Let's get into it. All right, day 26. And the plan for today is to find a doorknob solution for the wall that I did yesterday. Basically, the door went from being 1 3/4 to 2 2 1/4 inches. So need to find some sort of solution for that to still be able to use the doorknob on the door. Second thing is to change the white plugs and switch to a black plugs and a black light switch. And the last is I want to finish up a client blog post. I need to deliver 3. One's pretty much done, or I would say is done. I just want to do one more pass. I'm kind of working on the second one now, and want to kind of finish that one up as well. Obstacle wise, I guess I don't know if this is necessarily the right way to explain the obstacle, maybe being pulled in different directions inside my head. So I wrote down here is feel drawn to work, but need to finish this project. So I'm really wanting to get back into the kind of work mode, but I want to finish up that project upstairs because we need a doorknob on the door, and I kind of don't want to leave that project half finished. So that's the biggest one. Will just be being okay with putting off work for another day for the most part, outside of the blog post. So that's kind of the setup for today. So I'm going to just go ahead, jump into today, and I'll report back at the end of today. All right, end of day 26, and the day didn't go as planned. You wouldn't believe how hard it is to find a solution for a wide door. I started off going to a few local home building stores, and some of the people working there said, yeah, we definitely have a solution. Went there, they didn't. Ended up thinking maybe going to a locksmith would be an option, where they'd maybe have some internal mechanisms to extend the internal bar that needs to, the spindle that needs to connect the two handles on both sides, and they didn't have anything. So I ended up just buying square tubing, and then on a bench grinder just ground down to the size I needed, inserted into the column, and was able to solve the solution. But I had to fabricate a piece myself. So obviously the day that specific task took longer than expected. That being said, it feels really good to have solved that solution, or solved that problem. When it came to the other two things, I just put that on hold because I was kind of really burnt out by the process of figuring out that doorknob situation. So kind of left today at that. I also did have a meeting today that I didn't have on the list here that I forgot to put down here, but that went well. I ended up doing some 2025 planning with a local collaborator here, and just creating a strategy for kind of areas of focus where we want to spend our time in targeting new clients. So that was really helpful. I would say from today, 2 big wins. Obviously, one being figuring out that doorknob, and 2 being starting to develop a nice strategy for 25. And yeah, feel good about it. Still some legwork to do with that, but feel good about it. Yeah. So I think I'll leave day 26 here. Overall doing good. Some changes for today, but that's okay. And yeah, we'll just jump into day 27.